Hi guys, welcome back to my video. Topic today is sector power capsizing and this SB fund to sever the winds, weather data gaps and the no personal and this SB investigation into the sector to power capsizing fund snowfall in Captain. Decision to get underway but acknowledge gaps in the weather data made available to the crew. The National Transportation Safety Board have issued 3 safety recommendations to the U.S. Coast Guard and relative phone on the use of personal locator to beacons following the agency investigation into last year's fatal capsizing of the Seacor to power lifeboat in the Gulf of Mexico. The NTSB is also making one recommendation. It's to the National Weather Service, Federal Aviation Administration, and the U.S. Air Force, to the Offshore Marine Service Association, and 3 recommendations to the owner and the operation of the vessel. The NTSB said several fines went to during a thunderstorm lead to a loss of the stability and ultimately the capacizing of the lifeboat of the coast of Port Fortune, Louisiana back on April 13, 2021. 13 people were killed in the accident, including 7 wounds to bodies. Bodies to have not been recovered. 6 people were reduced by the Coast Guard and Good Samaritan vessel. The NTSB held the public board meeting on the Thursday to vote on findings to probable to cause and recommendation. At the time of the accident, the sector power was narrowed to an oil and gas and learned to block in the Gulf of Mexico with 19 people on board, including 11 crew and 8 offshore workers after getting underway a little afternoon. Sometime after 3 p.m., the vessel overtaken by a rain to sequel. The vessel made to toll investigators that the second sequel about 10 minutes later caused wet-out condition. As the crew was to lowering the vessel to 106 5-foot-long legs to the sulfur to allow the vessel to ride out the storm. The mate turned the sector power into the wind to slow its speed. As the vessel turned it held over and capsized at around 3:57 p.m. A National Weather Service report at the time concluded the area of the capsizing was affected by an unusually intense thunderstorm. When even vessel operation reported to heavy rain, wind to X ranging to 80 knots, 2 to 4 foot seas at the time of the capsizing. The NTSB determined the probable cause of the capsizing was a loss of stability that occurred when the vessel was struck by severe standard to winds, which exceeded the vessel operation wind to speed limit. Contributing to the loss of life on the vessel were the speed at which the vessel capsized and the angle at which it came to rest, which made increased difficult high winds and seas in the aftermath of the capsizing hybrid rescue effort. Image from Sector Marine website showing the Seacor to power critic Seacor to Marine in a report extract to release by the NTSB. The agency said it found that the captain's decision to get underway was reasonable and not influenced by commercial pressure. However, weather information provided on the morning of the capsizing to Seacor to power crew by the vessel owner and operator Seacor to Marine was insufficient for making whether to relate decisions about the lifeboat operation. NTSB investigator to further identify data gap that prevented the National Weather Service from identifying and forecasting the surface find the magnitude that the Seacor to power and country to specifically localities to one condition could not be detected by weather service rather to their alertation angels. As a result, the NTSB has issued the National Weather Service, Federal Aviation Administration, and the Air Force a recommendation to work together to assess coastal weather to radar site to determine if it is safe and appropriate to lower radar angles, which could improve the ability to accurately forecast weather condition. Also, to state the Coast Guard the new all-round navigation telex to site. The Seacor Power crew did not receive a National Weather Service special marine warning to not diving mariner of several to thunderstorm in the area. The NTSB also issues 3 safety recommendations. Then the U.S. Coast Guard first to develop procedure to the inform mariner in effect to areas whenever there is an outage at the navigational telex to broadcasting site. Second, to modify restricted service lifeboat stability regulation to require greater to stability for newly constructed to restrict to service lifeboats. Lastly, to develop procedure to integrate to commercial, municipal, and non-profit air rescue providers into sector and district mass to rescue operation plans. The NTSB also retrieved a recommendation to the U.S. Coast Guard to require all personnel employed on vessels in coastal, Great Lakes, and the ocean service be provided within personal locator to beacon. The NTSB also recommended the Offshore Marine Service Association notify members of personal locator to beacons availability and value. We have been waiting 5 years for the Coast Guard to implement our recommendation on personal locator to beacons, a call to action we are renewing today for the fourth time, said NTSB Chair Genevieve to Hamandi Mariner. Safety cannot wait, which is why I am working to employer to invest in personal locator to beacons for their crew as the Seacor to power tragedy shows. The invest-saving promise of the state side cannot be overstated. The first time the NTSB commented the Coast Guard required personal locator beacons was following the 2015 sinking of the cargo vessel Alvaro with the loss of all 33 crew members. NTSB retrieved the recommendation for the first time after the fishing vessel Secondis Rose sank off Sedgwick to Island, Alaska in 2019, killing 5 people. And again following the 2020 sinking of the Amy Rose fishing vessel off the coast of Massachusetts, which killed all 4 crew members. None of the people aboard to the Alvaro, the Secondis Rose, the Amy Rose of the Seacor Power had the personal locator beacons. If they did, perhaps more of them will be with us today. Hamstay to say, instead of 55 people did or were to uncovered in the tragedies, 55 people gone forever. The 3 recommendations to Seacor Marine focus on the providing timely the occurred will to proceed, ensuring its fleet is operated within its operating limit, and requiring lifeboats to remain in port of the checked up when a special marine warning is issued. The NTSB final report on the incident is not expected for several to more weeks.